This video will explain how to do the e-learning assignment for English 9. We are going to do our first poem for our poetry anthology unit. You should already have your poetry document created that you can edit in Google Docs. So this is mine. I don't have a title yet because I'm not sure what my topic is going to be. But I'm going to start on page 5, which is where I'm going to put my first poem. I'm going to start on the website poetryfoundation.org. You can use any source on the internet or your own literature books, although we strongly recommend starting with poetryfoundation.org because they will have biographies on the poets. We want to have legitimate poets and legitimate poems. We don't want anything anonymous. Song lyrics are okay. And so I'm going to choose the poem of the day just for fun. This poem is called Goodbye and Keep Cold by Robert Frost. So since it's cold outside for the e-learning, we'll make that my topic. We'll do something with winter. And so if I'm going to select this poem, the first thing I'm going to do is copy, highlight. I'm going to copy and paste it for my page. So the way you would do that on an iPad is you would click with your, push with your finger and hold over the text until the select button comes up, and then you'll select the text before you copy it. On a computer, you can either right-click and copy, or you can use the Command-C or Control-C shortcut. Then I'm going to go back to my Google Doc, and in the left-hand column, I am going to paste my poem. Now, it may go over a couple pages. That's okay. I can highlight it again and make it slightly smaller so it fits. And then I'm going to also put the title, the year of publication, if I can find it, and the author. So this is by Robert Frost. It's called Goodbye and Keep Cold. So I'm going to move over there. And the year of publication is 1923. I'm only going to do parts here that are highlighted yellow, and then I can delete it. Delete the highlight, I can leave that there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paraphrase this poem in my own words. So I'm going to start reading it and then try to put it in my own words. This saying goodbye on the edge of the dark and the cold to an orchard so young in the bark reminds me of all that can happen to harm an orchard away from the end of the farm all winter, cut off by a hill from the house. A good way to paraphrase if line by line is confusing is to look for that punctuation. Wherever you see a period is where you're actually going to pause in your reading. If you notice on this poem, it's all one stanza, so I don't have any breaks there. So if I break this up, saying goodbye to the edge of the dark and the cold to an orchard so young in the bark reminds me of all that can happen to harm an orchard away at the end of the farm. Whew, that's a lot. I'll have to think on that. We'll come back to that. But part of your e-learning will be to type your paraphrase in the second column. The next thing you're going to do is identify figurative language and sound devices in the poem. I right away see end rhyme, and so I see here dark. I'll make that one color. I'll make that blue, and bark is end rhyme. And I'll go through and mark that down here as well. So this will be my color code for this poem. And I'll do that 2 to 3 examples of figurative language and 2 to 3 examples of sound devices. And remember, if you're not sure what a sound device is, you can go to your notes we've completed in class, or you can always look it up. This particular poem seems like a lyric poem because it rhymes. It's a traditional poem in that way. And then the rhyme scheme, I'll go break it up. So dark and bark is A, harm and farm is B, house and mouse is C, browse and grouse is D. So I'm noticing it seems to be just an AA, BB pattern. So I'll go and put that here and highlight that. And the last thing, if I'd like to do for extra credit, will be to figure out the meter of the poem. I could go back through and highlight or bold my syllables. This saying goodbye on the edge of the dark. So this saying goodbye on the edge of the dark and the cold to an orchard so young in the bark. So I'm noticing there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. So it's going to be something with the 4 pattern. So I'll have to go back to my notes and figure that out as well. That is your e-learning for this Wednesday and Thursday e-learning day. So all you are doing, again, is copying and pasting your new poem, and you'll be paraphrasing it in your own words. I didn't do that here, but that's what you'll be doing. You'll be finding 2 to 3 devices of figurative language and 2 to 3 sound devices. So you should have between 4 and 6 things highlighted in your poem and matching the color. you'll do the type of poem, and you'll identify the rhyme scheme. If you'd like to work ahead on the theme paragraph and the biography, you can, but the main part for this assignment is this page here. So good luck. Let us know if you have questions, and we will check this on Friday.